What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I just saw a new video by Compton Rick Rock. I tell you guys all the time, I enjoy that guy's work. I enjoy his videos. And I enjoy the way he thinks about things, the way he looks at things. So this video caught my attention because the title, I'll try to put the video, link the video somewhere in the video, if not right now, at least at the end, so you guys can go check it out. But it had something to do with Crips and Bloods, and that somebody's gonna wind up dying, right? Now, being 51 years old, I remember when that was a real thing. Crips and Bloods. Oh man, back in the 80s, in the early 90s, LA was, as far as the blacks, yeah, that city, that county was blue, right? Crips were the majority, the most dominant. There weren't a lot of Bloods, but I've done a video on this. If you were a Blood back then, you were respected. By at least the raza, we used to look at it like, these fools are down. Outnumbered everywhere they go, and they're still holding it down, right? I remember when the movie Colors came out, a lot of people were killed in movie theater parking lots between the Crips and Bloods. And then something strange happened. Death Row had a big thing to do with it. West Side Connection had a big thing to do with it. And then later, Nipsey Hussle had a big thing to do with it. These guys figured out, man, if they work together, there's way more money. There's better opportunities. And so we saw that. So that's why when I saw the title of this video, I clicked on it quick. I was like, I know there's no way, right, that the Crips and Bloods out here in California are really going to go back to the way it used to be. Is social media, is clout that important that you want to create even more enemies and more obstacles than you already have in your life? I don't know that these youngsters nowadays know how bad it could be if on top of the hoods you already beef with, you're already now you're gonna add, if you're a Blood, every Crip. If you're a Crip, every Blood. Makes it harder to go around, do things without winding up in the morgue or in prison. You know, it was a trip because the vlog that they were showing was actually the PDLs, right? And when I was in YA, I was pretty cool with the dude B-Dog from PDL. One of the downest Bloods I ever met. Dude was a fool, right? And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, reminded me of B-Dog, right? And I see these young black men, and Compton Rick Rock talked about it in his video. You see in these vlogs, and not just this hood, but in a lot of these hoods, you hear whatever hood or barrio it is bragging about putting it down on the ops. Their own kind. Not doing something to better the community. No. Doing something to destroy your life, give up your freedom, destroy your family, hurt your community. Those are the things these hood vlogs talk about. Compton Rick Rock brought up a good point where he said, you know, these guys will see 4Extra talk about his hood and it gets his hood clout, and you know there are other hoods, other waters that are like, man, my shit's bigger, our shit's crazier, this and that, and they're calling these dudes. And hey, this dude, whoever did the vlog, this is nothing against him. That's his job. He's making his money, right? But I'm going to be honest. I've never seen a hood vlog, whether it's a hood or a barrio. I've never seen one of these vlogs where they go in and you go into the comment section and people were impressed. It's always hate. Oh, their hood looks soft. Oh, their hood looked nice. I wish my hood looked that way. And I always trip out when people put down the look of another hood. I'm like, damn, Holmes, so you just want to live in the most ghetto? That makes you harder because your shit is just ghetto and nobody gives a fuck about it. But I say that to say this. If you feel that your hood deserves some airtime, some shine, get yourself a camera. Get yourself some microphones. Show your neighborhood if that's what you're really into, and interview your homeboys. And then you profit from that. I'm an old man. I'm 51. I have never ever thought that having cameras come into the neighborhood and interview those that are actively participating in criminal activities get in front of a camera. I've just don't bring a camera around, period. That's why I've said in past videos, when you see dudes, every one of these rappers, I don't care what ethnicity they are, as soon as something is about to go down, they get into words with somebody, one of their homies pulls out their phone and starts recording. Listen, if I'm getting into some shit and you pull your phone out and start recording, you ain't my homie. That's going to get me put in jail. There's enough cameras everywhere. Not everything is for social media. Not everything is for the internet. Another thing, and I've spoken about this, you will have certain issues or maybe neighborhoods, barrios or whatever, or people that have some type of aura for whoever, right? The only way that aura remains is if there's still mystery. As soon as that hood or that person or that area gets put on camera, now it's subject to scrutiny. Now it's, oh man, what? Man, I thought it was completely something different. I understand that people are going to be in the struggle. The struggle is real. I understand people get into these barrios in these neighborhoods for specific reasons. I also know that most grow out of it. But you can't be on camera dissing all the Crips, or dissing all the Bloods, or dissing all your enemigos, and think that someone might not feel a certain way. They know who you are. They know your name. They know your face. Now you showed them the hangouts. They know exactly where to go, and they know who to look for. I'm reminded of that youngster, that Blood, recently, that was sitting in his car, and he had defaced Nipsey Hussle's mural, supposedly. And he was talking a good one, man. And he was sitting in the car, live, talking to one of his homies. And somebody walked up, lit him and his car up, and left him for dead. I know that human nature isn't to learn from others' mistakes. 99% of people have to fucking fall and burn and hope they survive and then learn a lesson. If that's 99%, be that 1%. Be that 1% that can see something for what it is and recognize. Don't let your ego get in the way. Recognize, that ain't for me. That don't make you a punk. It makes you smart. I just felt like putting this video out because, like I said, I like the message that Compton Rick Rock's trying to get across to his people, to everybody, but specifically, and you hear it a lot in the themes of his videos, man. When it's stuff like this, he talks about how quick a black man is to kill another black man, and I can say how quick a brown man is to kill another brown man. It's a cold thing. But I just wanted to put this video out, give my 2 cents. It's my video for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.
Yeah. I'm speaking truth from the cell to the streets. Did 24 years, now I'm finally free. H strong standing, no chains on me. Ex-con, ex-gang, but my soul found peace. Taught by the struggle, pain made me wise. I seen homies fall, seen mothers cry. Now I'm here to teach what the system denies. From the darkness I rose, Tupac in my eyes. This channel ain't clout, it's the scars I show. Life lessons in these rhymes so the young ones know. Dubs on the mic, watch the wisdom grow. If you walk through the fire, let your spirit glow.